big numbers. Let's go.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Hey, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pigskin.
Yes, baby, I know.
I'm talking a few 100,000 yards. You just on your fifth brand.
What you gonna watch?
Run it up, 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 count it up. Hey, hundreds and fifties and 20s, no fives, no
It's
singles,
about to
no
die
count it.
though.
Hey,
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is Madden 20 on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got what should be an interesting matchup.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State at TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season.
Let's see what we can do
Los
here.
Angeles Rams and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
All
so
right.
here come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the guy out of California, the former Cal Bear, Jared Goff.
While in college, quarterback teams that improved
go
their
Derrick
win
Henry.
total from 1 his freshman year to 5 his sophomore year to 8 his junior year.
All right, that's
Love
all right.
that type of improvement. Love that type of diligence.
He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Baby.
They'll try the right side with Henry. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. And time to take a look at the Jaguar defense.
I want to highlight Telvin Smith, only the 3rd linebacker in Jacksonville Jaguar history to make a Pro Bowl, but not for that reason.
What?
When he came out of Florida State with his build, many were projecting him as a safety in the NFL. About 215 pounds. He's got a little bit bigger, but his ability to run and hit and make plays has made him one of the most valuable linebackers in the NFL. They made the right choice leaving him at that spot.
8 yards there on a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards there on the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Goff's throw here finds Woods. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A very solid gain of 27. You think back to the Super Bowl against New England, the Rams never even got into the red zone in that game. And now here they are in the red zone on their opening drive with a first down.
Tonight, line 20.
I don't want it, baby.
On first down, Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The impressive opening drive continues, and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work
4
off
minutes.
of. The
Jesus.
first drive of the season, things can be entirely
be
different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Drives. That's okay. I like it.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. They're led onto the field by the former third-round pick back in 2012, and that's the quarterback, Nick Foles.
Love his build, love his arm. Had a Pro Bowl season with the Philadelphia Eagles, looking to scale those heights once again.
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a first carry for Latavius Murray. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The defense here for the Rams.
Aaron Donald's dimensions were talked about big time when he first entered the league. Many called him undersized. Now they just call him all-pro.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 21.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there, perfectly. Now a hit, and Foles loses the football. It's out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to set up shot at the 32-yard line.
I don't know who hit him, but
you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
5. Hold on. Check.
On second down, here's Henry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
He's got 9 rushes already.
A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Throwing on third. Gone. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively. Brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
And he held
Nick
on to
Foles
it,
is injured. Oh, shit.
Behind the line.
We got him. But, whoops.
Line of scrimmage back at their own 3 now as they come up 2nd and long. Now a first carry for their fullback. They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Nothing there, no gain, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 15. On 3rd down, Murray. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line.
Oh, man.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure.
Jalen Ramsey ain't taking
Carolina did that against Denver. They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for L.A.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Oh, shut up.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback.
Man,
and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. And he's going to go down back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Josh Allen. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Goff. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. So they've put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
This is fielded at the goal line.
Oh, boy.
And
right
he
at
will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
With a tight end.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And his throw's going to be incomplete. D.D. Westbrook, his intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll set up to throw. And that's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right
Waxing
there?
them
The
right
zone was
now.
absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy
What's wrong,
about the
babe?
3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense,
Right,
thinking, let's get in the end zone.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super tough.
And he gets this
Get off of
inside
me.
the 35-yard line.
Let's go, Derek.
A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down,
Let's
LA.
go, boy.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They keep it with Henry on 1st down.
Oh, good shit.
Give him a
I'm
couple
trying to
on the
beat
carry
you.
there, 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he's got the hook up here. It's Woods. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A really good pickup of 28 yards. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone, sometimes you're throwing it between the zones, sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now
my God.
Knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
You know, when you talk about Jalen Ramsey, if he were a basketball player, you'd be wondering about the matchups for him, right? Where would he play? What would he cover? In this case, he can cover just about anything. I think his man coverage skills are excellent. Even a guy of his size, nearly 210 pounds, look at the footwork, look at the agility there as he drove on the dig route and made a play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
I want to see my rookie over make a play.
You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someo's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go. Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. This to Jarwin. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and
the ball
dunk
back
to a different level, doesn't it?
to go.
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands.
Dang, if you don't pump this ball to Mexico.
This is fielded inside the 5.
Get out of here.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. He gets it to Cooks. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense...
Pass interference.
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen.
But
everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
On 1st and 10, Goff. They'll find Everett there, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And that's complete to Cooks. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Goff throwing again. That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Cooper Kupp in the final seconds of the first half. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. Zerline good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive, 4 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll begin out in Houston. And it's the Texans out in front as that one is just about to halftime. Duke Johnson with both of their touchdowns thus far as he scored twice on the ground. From there, we slide over to the desert to check on the Cardinals at home in Glendale. And they've got the lead in their ball game over the visiting New Orleans Saints. Christian Kirk, a touchdown reception. Lastly, let's head up to the Twin Cities to check in on the Vikings at home in Minneapolis.
What are you doing, baby girl?
And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Are you in there being good?
Kirk Cousins has thrown a touchdown pass. In the game you're watching, it was Jared Goff with a strong first half. His guys have a 3-touchdown lead as we're about ready to go into the second half. And to get you through, we give it back to Brandon Gaud.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded at the goal line.
Thank you for setting it, Daddy, for a minute.
Sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys,
what are you doing?
They just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Riley. Hang on, baby. Hang on. Kylie. Yeah. Oh, come on, Brockers. Really, bro?
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. He'll look to throw. Blitz.
Give me that sack.
Down he goes.
Give me that ass, boy.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the 3rd quarter. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Let's go, Henry. Let's go, Henry.
We got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense. And let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down.
No, he's not Todd Gurley, but
a gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down LA.
He's doing a damn fine job.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Henry. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Jesus.
Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. They'll run on 1st down. Walton
there you go, what?
Find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray.
Yes.
The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Walton. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Back to throw. Completes it to Lee. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. Took till the 2nd half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Got an open man, the tight end, Jarwin. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. On the delay, this is Murray. Murray fighting, lost the football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And he'll go down inside
Give me
the
that
15
football, baby. Give me that
13-yard
football.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Now a first down throw. Gone.
I couldn't throw the ball. Shit, I had Cooper Kupp wide open.
Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down now. It's Henry.
Man,
and forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now a play fake, and it's gone. Wide open receiver complete. That's one heck of a third down conversion, a pickup of 39. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And they'll get
Let's go,
down.
Henry.
This is inside the 40. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
First down, here's White. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
On second down, it's Henry, and he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 32.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Again, it's Henry. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Value three.
Freeman again. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
On third down, Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Let's go, son.
Third down, and that sets
Let's
up a first and goal.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll try and run for it with Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Second down and goal. Goff toward the end end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Come on.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Back to throw. Goff. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though.
Yeah, he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect it. Now a pass holding downfield. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. 2nd and 9 now. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now back to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 8. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Walton. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. The loss of 3 on that 1st down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. Throw left side complete. That's Murray. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Looking to throw. Looking for the end zone. And this is
picked off, baby.
Intercepted.
Get out of here.
By the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Let's go, Marcus.
The opening week, certainly he didn't want to throw an interception, but the rookie got it out of the way. That's the first of his career.
Veterans throw interceptions week 1, week 2, week 3. It happens along the way, but you're right. He got out of the way. It's over. The big thing for him is, can he answer this question when he gets to the sideline? What did you see? Why did you make that throw? They'll work with it from there.
The tackle will be credited to Jake Ryan. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and this was truly a total team effort on both sides of the ball.
Well,
first shutout of the season,
so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field, so you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
Jeez.
So for L.A., you can't ask for a better start as they pitch a shutout here in the opener. And they will head back home next week.
Big numbers. Big numbers.
100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers. Big numbers. Whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad be pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your throw and I'ma catch those. Mexican, that make pesos. Hit your sauce, I'll replace those. Never save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, like them keep a score.
Damn, he did lose to the Packers. Son of a bitch. All right.